Okay, we are live. Why does OBS continue to do this in studio mode? Okay. Hello everyone and welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. My name is Bardum Music. I am a big, tall... What's my race? Elizin. What am I doing today? I'm going to do main story quest. I need to get that going. Switch over to a job. That makes sense for it. What did it come? Did not find something? I didn't see what that said. Looks like some of my jewelry might not be right. I don't know. We got main story quest to do, so we're gonna go ahead and do it. Apologies for the aspect ratio keeps going weird is whenever I click out. Now we are in Dawntrail. Current quest is the Warmth of Family. It's actually been like a week or two since I started it, so I actually don't remember what we're doing. We are out here looking for Gagajuel's mom, I think? No, something. I can read it. It'll tell me. Nope, not even close. Something about the Ronik. Same specimen looking... We just defeated the Ronik Reaver. We're protecting the train. Something like that. I didn't read the whole thing, I just kind of skimmed it. Of course, we can't fly yet. That's fine. Actually, you know, I could go do that first. Go get the flying out of the way. I have all the Aether Currents. This is Aktural Shaloni. Yeah, I just need 3 quests done and I can fly here. I'm going to go do that first. I think I actually have them already registered. I just need to do them. Let's go. Been a while since I streamed Final Fantasy. We're going to have some fun. Love the music here. So we're heading out for Ronik Seeker. Search for the lost Ronik Calf. Ronik Calf. Somewhere in this area. There it is. The lost Ronik Calf eyes you expectantly. Oh, is this okay? Certain duties require that you escort an NPC to a designated location while guarding them from enemy attacks. Should you stray too far from the NPC or they are attacked, they will stop moving. The escort attempt will fail if the NPC is incapacitated, you stray too far from them, or you change areas. In the event of failure, you may return to the starting point and try again. This isn't new, but it's been a while, so I'm glad it's reminding me how to do this. Is it already following? Yes, already following. Hostile presence. Let's go take care of these. Get out there, Roni. Nice and simple quest, really. Also, when I get into the town, into the city, I'm going to change up my look. I've got a glamour I like more than what I'm doing right now. Does he run with me? No. He'll catch up. What? I haven't lost sight of it. It's right here. Okay. You returned with the calf. What a relief to see the Hetsu unharmed. The Hetso. You'd be surprised how often Aroni calves go astray. In most cases, they fall prey to some fiend, but such is the way of nature. Though if you manage to get there before the fiends and raise a calf from a young age, they make for excellent beasts of burden. I'm not suggesting I'd go as far as to kill a calf's parents to single one out, yet I do make a point of trying to rescue any stragglers I happen across. The way I see it, that's as much a part of nature as any other fate Aroni could meet. Thank you, traveler, for bringing this one back safe and sound. I shall do my utmost to care for it. And that gets me the Aether Current. Check my phone really quick. Stacy. Let's see. Next one. Fit for survival. Search for the passionate phytologist. Is this... That's a different map. Let's see. This one maybe? Claw in the dark? No? Oh, there they are. There's one there and one there. Say, aren't you the one who was stirring up a fuss in town not too long ago? I could use a capable hand like yours, if you'd be willing to lend it. The name's Tonzo. Or Twanzohe. I'm not from around here, truth be told. I live in... Yeah, I can't pronounce anything in this region. But I'm here visiting my grandson. I was excited to see him after so long, but then I spied him dealing with some unsavory-looking man, exchanging unusually large sums of money. I confronted him about what I saw, but he'll say little more than, it's just a misunderstanding, then grumbles as he changes the subject. I realize this is sudden, but could you see if there's anything to be done to help him? He's in trouble. I just know it. Oh, a weight's been lifted off my heart. Bless you, miss. His name's Zidakwa. Last I saw him, he was heading inside this here saloon. The Tonawata with a red cap pulled down over his face to cover those bruises, most like. You can't miss him. I didn't even know you could actually go in here. That's fun. Oh, I said I was going to change my outfit too. Yeah. There we go. A new face in town, eh? Well, what can I do for you? Or what can I do you for? Thinks I'm in trouble, does he? There he goes, jumping to conclusions as usual. I thought it'd be less of a hassle if I didn't tell him. Truth is, I've been helping other folk in town with their money troubles. Matter of fact, the man you saw leaving just a moment ago is one of my clients. I should probably explain from the beginning. My work involves loaning gil to folks having trouble with coin for one reason or another. There's a reason I don't lend them pel, but I'll get to that in a moment. My family's lived here long before there was ever a town here, but then people moved in and they started expanding. Before long, Kamaka's family approached us about selling our land. It was around this time when trade overseas was gaining in popularity. I had it on good authority that gil was on its way to becoming common currency here in the wilds, so I decided to sell the land for gil and use those funds to start my business. Sure enough, everything went as expected, and the business is starting to do well. It's not without its troubles, seeing as money is involved, but I never lend to unsavory types. Let's see. Why not simply explain all this to your grandfather? The whole point of me keeping quiet was so I wouldn't make him worry. Seems my silence only made things worse. He found himself in a real tight corner once. Gil's what got him there, and now he wants nothing to do with the stuff. When I told him about my idea to sell the land, the moment Gil came out of my mouth, his whole mood turned sour. He said he'd put everything in my name, and whatever happens after that is on me. It's not exactly easy to bring up my work when it involves the one thing he seems to hate more than anything, but maybe it's time I changed that. This job does more than just put food on the table. I'm able to help people, help this town, but how do I get him to see that? I've got it. You're going to come and watch me work. Grandpa won't hear anything I have to say if it involves Gil, but he might come around to a first-hand account from you. So come and see what good my work does for... let's see. Usatawi, and how I can help the people here. He did send you here to help me, didn't he? I promised to make it worth your while. I'm gonna grab a drink since I'm gonna be talking so much. Crack open a Gatorade. Right then, before we get started, I should probably know who it is I'm working with. Oh, you know, just the Warrior of Light. Bartum, eh? Well, Bartum, our first job is to go and see a miner named Wakwaze. He had a pretty bad accident on the job a while back. Had no money for treatment, or much of anything really, so I loaned him the gil he needed to keep on his feet. But now it's well past time he returns what he owes, and he hasn't said a word. There's been time enough for him to not only return back to work, but also receive his wages. Several times, in fact. He usually comes here into town when he's not working, and his shift ends soon. Meet me just outside of town. If we're lucky, we'll catch him just as he arrives. Is this guy a loan shark? Am I going to beat people up? Beat up debtors? You're here for the money? I was gonna pay honest. I just mixed up the dates is all. Can't we sell this later? I'm busy. I know you're lying, Wakwaze. And you're not going anywhere until you can look me in the eye and tell me why you're late paying me back. He's obviously hiding something, but I'm not looking to start trouble. I don't suppose there's anything you can do to persuade him. Maybe a little flex to show him we're serious? Ye gads, look at those arms, and those perfectly toned neck muscles. Fine, fine, just put all that away. Hello, Sin. Oh. I am covering... do the thing. Twitch chat needs to move. Can you say something in chat again? No more? Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Alright. Oh, I missed that. I understand. Really, I do. But if you really want to make her happy, you need to get your life together. I'm willing to give you a loan one last time, but we're going to have a long talk about how to manage your savings first. You're right. What good am I to her if I'm out on the street without a gil or even a pell to my name? I'll give it some thought, and we can talk later. I can't blame him for wanting to show his appreciation to a loved one, but it's no excuse to get carried away with his spending. So what do you think of my job? The money I loaned him paid for his treatment and supported him through his recovery. That has to count for something, right? Seemed more like a happy accident. Well, there's always our next client. When you're ready, we can be on our way. And ready I shall never be, because you have given me the Aether Current. And then there's one more out here. I should also be queuing for my dailies. That would be a good thing to do. Let's see. Let's get queued. Ooh, Trials needs DPS. I'll take it. Actually, let's see. I want to queue... Oh, I'm rusty with everything else. I do need to level my red mage, though. And that's all good. All level 90 except feet. Interesting. I don't like this look. My other look for red mage. No, I can't even look at him out here. Oh well. Let's queue for trials. Actually, double check as well. Red mage. I have my hotbar is a mess. I think. That's the basic. I'm refamiliarizing myself with red mage. Why is that so far away from... I have no idea. I think I was looking at someone else's hotbar and started moving things around and then forgot what I was doing. I do know I am missing limit break. So I've got my res next to swift cast, so I've got that good and ready. I was about to switch back to Reaper to keep doing the quest. Let's go trials. Susano. Good music here. This is such a fun one.
Let the rebels begin! for we alone. The seas part for we alone. The seas part for we alone. Our hearts sing in the chaos.
Ah, big sword. Love a big sword.
Wild and pure and forever free.
Heck yeah. You've got this.
Resilient souls, I salute you! Earth and stone at our beck and call! The seas part for we alone.
And that's a wrap.
'Twas a memorable dance indeed.
Ah, love him so much. Oop. Commendations. Very good. You're not gonna do these quests as Red Mage as well. I'm just gonna keep going with Red Mage. Welcome, traveler. I wonder if while you're out exploring, you might be able to do me a small favor. There's a cave network nearby where my daughter has gone to offer her prayers, but she's forgotten the all-important fish oil candle. I would take it to her myself if it weren't for this terrible pain in my foot. Oh, it hurts something fierce, it does. Do you think you'd give her this candle for me? Sure. All the way up there. We're gonna teleport. Because that is closer. Let me over the fence, thank you. Oh, this is the main story here. Whoops, that's not where I wanted to go. This is where I'm going. Yeah, I was way off. Whoops. I should continue queuing. Looks like main scenario needs DPS. We'll queue for that. I'll put this down here for when we go into the next area. Dungeon battle. Don't need to pop that yet. That lady didn't want to walk all the way from over there down here, past all the flying pterodactyls. Yes, something like that. Boom boom bam, ba dum ba da da bo, oh dum bo do do. Do do do. Do do do. Ba do do do. Do ba do 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 do. Something I can help you with? You came all the way to deliver this. I'm awful grateful to you and to my ma for realizing I'd forgotten to bring a candle. You see, these caverns are sacred ground where we come to pray to our ancestors and the more recently deceased. These flames provide the living a way to commune with the dead. And thanks to you, I can light a candle of my own and say a little prayer. Since you're here, maybe you could stand before the flames and offer a few words to your departed loved ones. It don't matter where you're from, all spirits are welcome here, living or dead. Welcome back. I'm guessing you were able to find my daughter, no doubt in her usual spot. She never was one to do things the easy way. You know, as much of a stickler for traditions as she is, she actually works for the railroad company. Still, I gotta hand it to her. She manages to work towards a promising future without losing sight of her roots. I sure am proud of her. Don't tell her I said that, will you? Wouldn't want her getting a big head or nothing. Well, I'd say me and that daughter of mine have taken up enough of your time. It was awful nice meeting you. Thanks a million for helping us out. And with that, we can now fly. Heck yeah. Heading out to do main story, I suppose I do need to switch back to Reaper for my level 100. Here is all my classes, just for reference, in case anyone is curious what I got going on. I've played many hours of this game, and I know nothing. Alright, what does everyone have to say? This train will be ready in no time. I always carry a spare pair of spectacles or two, as it can be difficult to find replacements outside of the city. You wouldn't believe how many I went through during the Rite of Succession. A variety of artisans from across Turiel have come to assist with the railroad, so I foresee no difficulty in creating the whistle that Kawana proposed. You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it? So the Ronique were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. And Val Kawana's not too bad himself, what with his whistle idea. Sit tight, we'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Sit tight? Yes.
We're ready to go.
Ooh, it's voiced.
Whoa! She looks as good as new!
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through her paces.
There's a Ronik up ahead.
Now, to test our whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like. Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Chateauroux Railroad is back in service.
Good thing our good thing the duty fighter did. Good thing the duty fighter finder. I cannot speak. Good thing the duty finder didn't pop during that. For a while there, we were real worried that we never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive was a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shaoloni, and then the continent. Watch out, Dawntrail, here we come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamati? It won't be as I once envisioned, but perhaps someday we can take that train journey to Yasulani together. Not whenever one to stand still, Wuk Lamat is ready to race back to Alexandria. Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway by now, and regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale, what do we have her working on? Oh, turn off. Auto advance, because it's not voiced. Galulja's mother. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Cassia we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. I needn't search for what she left behind, because she left it with me, and I will carry it always. Speaking of things you're carrying, is that a teeny tiny Cassia? What? No. It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it as good a souvenir as any. Whatever you say, for what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time, see if there is aught I can do for the people there. Much changed though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. Good timing. Switch to red. And commence. And let's see which MSQ we get. Half an hour one or 15 minutes? Ah, well. Round 2. Alright, Castrum Meridianum. Pretty sure I have something wrong here on my hotbar. That's fine. For the longest time, I never realized that the circle here was friendly. Didn't realize it was coming from a ninja. This used to be so much worse, but man, it's still a bit of a slog to go through these. I mean, no one would do them again if they weren't part of dailies. Oh, no, the one I meant to cast. Ah, whatever. Oh, gotta get out of the circle. I actually don't remember the last time I did K-Scrum. It really has been a while. I'm glad I'm getting it, though. Slashy, slashy, slash. Hey, haven't seen Sid in a while. I love the Sid letters. Love all the punching sounds. It's everyone dogpiling on the tank. You almost done there, Sid? A blue. I'm not reading all these. This is all old content. I ain't reading it out. Yeah, if you don't know what's being said here, there's mountains of content showing it. The first time I went through this, I was not an Elzen. I was a cat girl. What are they called? The Makote. My very first design. I don't have it saved anymore, but I did use it for my first retainer. So my main retainer is my very first FFXIV design. No, that's not true. That's a lie. My very first one, I don't even remember what it is. It's on a different service account, I think. I don't even remember what they look like. I'm sure I could find it, but I'm not that interested in doing that. Alright, Livia. Let's kick your butt. Surprisingly, this music reminds me of Sonic Adventure DX. Always fun to throw a magic DPS limit break. Okay. Let's queue for next thing. I haven't done leveling yet. Let's do that. And I can also do high level dungeon with my Red Mage. Speak with Grahatia in the back room. Let's head over to Solution 9. And back room over by Neon Stein. Nostalgia, what do you have to say? Oh, this is probably something fun that I'm not going to do right now. You headed to the back room? Yes, I am. Alright. Looks like we arrived at a good time. Kaluja, hello. Aaronville is wearing his Kasuya. I cannot remember how to say that. That makes me happy. Shale, glad you're back. We won't want to keep Kaluja here waiting any longer than necessary. So Zaralja was conducting secret research in Uayawada. I have some memories of the place from my childhood. And Kryl, you must be exhausted. Shall I nip out the energy? Shall I nip out for an energy tonic? Energy tonic? Yap, 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 yap. Yap, 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 yap. Yap, yap. A simple yet elegant solution, and thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Shale has nearly finished processing the data. She will be able to share her findings with us imminently. Hey, Y'shtola. I'm interrupting something, I gather. Why Y'shtola? What brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate in the Skydeep cenote for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on electrope. I'd like to take a closer look at that place myself. I can join you once we've finished here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. The key we received from the memory place, portal thing, dimension, way back near the end of the base expansion.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Taishul Jah herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
I think I'm still queued for roulette. Oh, it doesn't pop.
My name is Taishul Jah, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose.
Mother?
Officially I was a Virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuliolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire. Today. It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. treasure in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
My... No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me. Get the thing away from me!
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Kaniloka's shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamachi. Father and mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try. I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Or Galuja. Galuja. It's better to know. A profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be, Galuja is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. 'Tis fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Galuja. If you remember one thing, remember that. Now then, having shared what I can at present, I'm ready to head to Living Memory when you are. I am planning to be thorough, so we will need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. Geode. What do you have to say? The twins have yet to return. I hope everything's alright. With the railroad ready, I'd like to get some idea of how many returnees we can expect before heading back to Tuliolal. Is Shale going to be alright out there? The whole time she was working on the data, I never saw her take a break. I'll stick around for a while. Let me know if you need me. One wouldn't know it to look at them, but Shale and Y'shtola are birds of a feather, an incorrigibly restless feather. A word before you leave. Our network's already spreading the word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back, yet the reaction's been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliolal were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through the vanguard? If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at Laynode 9. Boom 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 boom. Boom boom. Ba-ba-dum bum bum. Ba-da-da-ba-dum bum bum. Ba-da-da-da-dum bum bum. Ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum. Ba-da-da-ba-dum bum bum. Ba-da-da-da-dum bum bum. Ba-da-da-ba-dum bum bum. Ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum. Ba-dum bum ba-dum. There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
Huh? What? Pardon?
What?
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do!
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever. You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty? What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria.
No?
Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live, not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
All of us shall be made endless.
Huh?
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
More than enough, there's only 10 of you here.
You Victral! The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
the Queen of Reason.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
That's not foreboding at all. There's not to report yet, but we have all eyes and ears out in the Everkeep and Heritage found. Sphene was erased. If she's back, then are the Endless? Seriously, what was that? Queen Sphene has returned? How? Without the Meso Terminal, how does she propose to create new Endless? We must contact Y'shtola as soon as possible. Hey, the twins. We've heard about the Queen of Reason's proclamation. The rumors spread through the district like wildfire. You saw Sphene with your own eyes then? You saw Sphene with your own eyes then? So it wasn't someone else. Yeah, it was definitely weird. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Sphene. She should have been destroyed when the Meso Terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness. Presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, 'tis no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor. 'Tis as if their memories have been erased. I mean, very much doable. We know they can do that. Question is, who is doing it? Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators. But by whose design? Someone smart enough to play up being the Queen of Reason. In that guise, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up and lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. My beautiful wife has brought me some food that I shall, meanwhile, in living memory.
Where am I? Are they safe? Why am I...
So that was... You're still in Shale over there helping whoever's POV that was. Was that a different Queen's Fiend? But actually real? Put back into just a normal body somehow? Shale said she left this machine running to process more of the data from the field station. Is it done yet? Ah, Bardem, your timing could not have been better. If you have a moment, we have some things we'd like to share. Excellent. We'll just wait for Lamichi. She should arrive shortly. Bardem, glad to see you here too. I never left. And speak of the devil, let's catch each other up, shall we? Right. I'll go first if nobody minds. I've been back in Tuliolal and spoke with Koana. I told him all about the records left behind by Galulja's mother, as well as Fiend's reappearance. We decided that I should remain in the dome until things settle down more. But while I'm Galulja's guardian, I'm also a foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as though I'm meddling in Alexandrian politics. That's all from me. That's all from me. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new Fiend. She's been making regular appearances before the people, and each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, including why she's chosen to reveal herself now. On our end, we've confirmed that only those wearing regulators have had their knowledge of Queen's Fiend's death altered. Someone must have tampered with the devices to remove any and all memories of the event. Though we haven't yet identified the perpetrator, given recent events, Sphene is the chief suspect. Many believe that the Queen of Reason is alive and well, and remember her funeral as a memorial for those lost in the attack. Needless to say, this has proven confusing for those with more accurate recollections. We'll carry on with our investigation. I'll head to Earth and Sky now and coordinate with our people there. There's one other matter, the highlight of this gathering, you might say. We'd like you to meet a certain someone. By all means, where's this person now? In the break room. She is unwell, and Y'shtola and Alize have been tending to her. They'll be able to explain things. I want to see how she's doing, so I'll come too. The break room is at the end of the hallway through that door. We can go whenever you're ready. Big bite of my taco. Have I ever been back here? Maybe during main story back forever ago. I'm just taking a little minute to eat here, so. There's anyone in the chat. Hello, hi, welcome. Just playing some Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. Get caught up in the story. Recent expansion. The next expansion was recently announced, which is very exciting. Maybe I should do a reaction video. That'll be fun, maybe. Yeah, getting caught up. Gonna start working, gonna play through New Game Plus. My wife is starting the game, and she is having some fun. I'm gonna play through the story with her as she does it. Figuring out how to do that still. Trying to figure out if I'm gonna do an edit of this, throw it up on YouTube. It's streaming live over on YouTube as a VOD, at least. I might cut this down though. If anything, it's a good example of voice work. Just a lot of reading. Bad time for anyone who may be joining right now. Finished taking that bite of food. I'm just going to run and use the restroom really quick. So you can sit back and look at my lovely character here. Do AFK camera too. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay. Let's enter the break room. Excuse me. Yep, Queen Sphene.
What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is. Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul. We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis. Ishtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with epoxy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect, I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Sphene was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
Huh.
What? But how can that be possible? The real Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died? Whatever do you mean? I am not dead. I'm not. What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia? And who are you people?
Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself.
Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
In that dark room, there was an electric casket designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis. Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down. That was where you were kept, in all likelihood. since the time of the Old Kingdom. For 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
Well, that's a surprise. What would Otis do if you were here? What can I do? The original Queen Sphene. We'll tell her what she wants to know, and we'll decide what we need to do. We turned up her chamber when we searched the Meso Terminal. Safe to say none of us had anticipated this development. The treatment may have been effective, but the road ahead for her remains uncertain. To wake up alone in the distant future, and seemingly by no choice of your own, you can hardly blame her for reacting as she did. I do not believe everything. I do not believe that you are lying, so please, tell me everything that has happened. Everything. Very well. But let us do so with care, lest we cause you undue strain. Now, while I should like more of us to assist, it isn't practical to gather everyone, so I will summon Grahatia and Kryl for now.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Y'shtola and Alisei's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them. Not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
They are comrades you can rely on.
She's known those two for a long time. You can trust in her judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long. So very long. I steeled myself, having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sphene? Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Great idea. There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes. That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
We can go together.
Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Thank you, Wuklamot.
Seekers of Eternity. Come on, we'll give Sphene the grand tour. Sphene asked me to not call her by her title. I understand why, but it feels strange. Thank you as well, Bardem, for your kindness. The Endless Sphene. You knew her, did you not? It may take time for both of us to come to terms with this situation, myself especially, but I recognize that I must. I may still be here, but the world I knew is gone. Before heading out, I should put on more suitable attire. There's a modern outfit among the items Shale has prepared for me, I believe. If you would wait outside, I should only need a moment. Alright, take your time. Y'shtola and Alizé left for the government sector. They wanted to discuss how to go about treating those afflicted with lightning. Admirable. I don't know how they keep going without so much as a short break. I haven't gone outside in a while. Shale decrypted more of my mother's records, so I've been spending a lot of time reading them. Even if she can walk, she's still far from fully recovered. We'll have to take care not to push her too hard. I'm sure we're gonna have a big ol' confrontation out there.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
Oh, that really suits you.
Agreed, it looks like you're a different person. It looks ideal for a brisk afternoon stroll. I'll just go with agreed.
I'm glad to hear that.
A moment before you head out.
No.
Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. so we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction. But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret. For the people of today's Alexandria know only the endless Sphene.
I'll be Charlie.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale. Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
All right. Speak with Galuja at the Information Center. Exit to Solution 9. Ba-da-da-da-dum-bum-bum. Ba-da-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-da-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Yeah, she's cute. Look at that. Little hood over her. So this is Alexandria. Despite being inside a tower, it feels as though I'm out in the open. And though the sights are nothing like I remember, Electrope is still everywhere I look. It is a strange yet familiar place. And entirely devoid of life. Oh, let's see what they have to say. So you've been to Tuliol. Were you able to meet with your friend? I was. Things were a bit awkward at first. She's still so young after all. But before long, we were talking up a storm. We had so much fun, just like old times. That lady wants to talk with Lamachi, so while they're busy, I'll tell you about what we can see from here. Is there any place that interests you? There are so very many, I can't decide where to begin. Then why don't we let Bardem choose? The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. Explain the sites to Sphene? Yes. We are not registered for anything, so we will let this play out. Tell Sphene about the city. I thought this was going to be like a... Alright, little mini game. Let's do it. The Nexus Arcade. There are lots of different shops at the Nexus Arcade, selling everything you need. It's always full of people out doing their shopping. Turn off text auto advance because I am doing the narration. The Endless Sphene gave Bardem and Lamachi a tour of the place. I remember watching them from a distance. The castle town I knew had a main thoroughfare that was lined with shops. Whenever I visited, the citizens would come and speak with me about matters great and small. Just like that lady is doing now with Wook Lamont. The government sector. In the government sector, there's a counter where citizens can get matched to jobs. There's also a soul exchange, but no one goes there much these days since there aren't many souls in circulation. I'm unsure how I feel about regulators and the treatment of souls as a resource. I understand the grief of those who have lost loved ones and the desire to escape the sorrow of death. Even so, I would never wish to forget my parents, Otis, Zelenia. I want to remember them all. I'm reluctant to impose my personal beliefs upon others, though. Lane No. 9. Excuse me. If you attune to Lane No. 9, you can teleport back here anytime you want. You can also use it to teleport to other locations in Solution 9. It makes it easy to get around. That's the mode of travel that utilizes aether currents, yes? We had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such nodes were sealed off to prevent enemy use. And after the war, the etheric balance across the entire world had collapsed. Not only was travel outside the barrier ill-advised, the act of teleportation itself had become dangerous. We had to abandon the nodes altogether. 'Tis heartening to see them again for the use of one and all. And finally, Wuk Lamat and the Alexandrian Citizen. The lady talking to Lamachi just came back from Tuliolal. It was her first time since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has family in Alexandria now, so she had to return. But the train made it safe and easy for her to make the journey, and it's all thanks to everyone's hard work. There was once a railroad connecting Alexandria and the neighboring Lindblom, but operations were suspended when relations deteriorated. Eventually, the tracks were removed entirely. To see that a railroad now connects us to new neighbors is gratifying. Especially considering that our history began with war, with Alexandria the aggressor. In continuing to strive for peace, Tuliolal's leaders have shown great magnanimity, and I can't help but be moved. Not used to talking so much. The joy of spying stars between faint gaps in the clouds is absent here, but 'tis a fine thing to be sheltered from the thunder and rain. Thanks for your help, Bardem. I hope Queen Sphene, Jest Sphene, will feel at home here one day. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away with the conversation. It's alright. Bardem and I told her about the places we can see from here. Really? That's great. Right then, why don't we stroll through the residential sector and then stop at Mosaic? We can take a break there. I like how it gave me a warning to get out of the duty registration for that little spot the horizon minigame thing. But the actual cutscenes I had earlier that took longer than that have no warning. It never makes sense to me. Such a big city, but it feels so empty with really no NPCs wandering around. Just a couple in a chair or two. I love this game. It makes good use of the space. You really feel how big this entire area is. So much room. I mean, giant buildings. It tells you that this this civilization is thriving. But you look around, there's no one. Just a handful of people. It's my biggest complaint about the game. And it is such a small complaint, really. What should I get? I understand this cafe was named for the different races, who appear as a mosaic of colors when they gather here. What an inspired idea. Welcome to Mosaic. When you're ready to order, just let me know. We've been walking for a while, so let's rest our feet, eh? Drinks are on me. Sveen, Bardem, the two of you go ahead and order first.
So many different drinks. I can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Of course. I should warn you, though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
The bitterness is the best part. Have you decided as well?
Oh, let's see. Give me some sweet cocoa with extra cream on top. Oh, wrong button.
I understand completely. The allure of something sweet can often be too strong to resist.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people. But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sveen, though I'm often told we look alike.
There you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now, we're going home.
Bye! Not Queen Sveen!
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here. Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain.
even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
That is sad. It's getting cold in here. I need to close the window. Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Still, I feel better for having shared my feelings with you. Thank you. I'm sorry I'm not being much of a guide. I don't usually get approached this often. It's quite alright. The people have been through so much. It's only natural for them to seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious cup of coffee and have a lovely chat with Bardem. I appreciate your understanding. Right then, where to next? We could take a look inside the Nexus arcade, but it can probably wait for when we actually need something. In that case, let's head back to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see on True View. There's plenty to watch on the TV. Bum 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 bottom bum bum. Bum bottom bum 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 bum. Bottom bottom bum bum. Bottom bum yada yada. Bottom bottom bum bum. Bottom bottom bum 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 bum. Bottom bottom bum bum. Bottom bum bottom bottom. All right, over in True View. In True View. Up some stairs. Kneeling down by this man. Yeah. Hey, are you alright? He was this way when we arrived. He looks pale. We need to find a place for him to rest. Thank you. I was on my way to attend to some business when the memory of being killed here came flooding back. The danger is past, I know, but the terror lingers. For all the comfort I've offered others in my work, I can't seem to comfort myself. Try as I might, I can't shake this fear. My courage has completely deserted me. Needs to do a rally. Get us in view. Thank you. I feel better already. Your encouragement was exactly what I needed. Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Malachite, and I'm an usher. An usher? They're the ones who came to those without long to live, right? But given everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed. That's correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It is only after they have passed away in their family's care that we conveyed their remains to a government storage facility. A storage facility? What for? Henceforth, we must inter the deceased, but as the specifics are undecided, the bodies must be kept in cold storage for the time being. I didn't know. I'd heard there were graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funerals, burial customs must be long forgotten. Did you have usher duties? If so, we could help. I'm not actually here in an official capacity, so I'm loath to trouble you further, but since you asked, I shall explain why I've come. I've taken to delivering the personal effects of the departed to their families. Even though their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember where they once lived. The rule was to dispose of any belongings. To do anything else was strictly forbidden. But it saddened me to see them discarded like waste, so I began secreting away what I could. Of course, I understand that not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it to the families to decide what to do with these items. Some accept my deliveries, others reject them. Whether I'm doing the right thing, I cannot say, but I feel the families should be given the choice. Oh, they didn't have it before then. It's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help. This kid is too good for the world. Do you want to help too, Bartum? Deliveries happen to be my specialty. I'm truly grateful. Now, there are 4 items to be delivered here in the recreation zone. I leave them in your care. In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make deliveries there. After you've finished, please meet me back here. I would like to know the family's reaction. You know, there have been people in Tuliolal who had similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Would you mind if I went with Malachite just to keep an eye on him? Only if you can handle those deliveries without me, of course. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sure he'll be happy for the company. So, there are 4 items in total to deliver? Right. 3 for people on True View, and 1 for someone above by the Neon Stein. Let's visit them in that order. Might I trouble you to do the talking, Bartum? I fear my voice may betray my identity. Lead the way. We'll be right behind you. I know how to escort. Shush. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, ba dum. Boom, boom, boom. The way the buildings are all in the row reminds me of the old castle town. Lively as it is here, I can see why Oblivion can blend in. This is lively? Where are all the people? Even though they're gone, the mementos of our loved ones give us the means to reconnect with them in spirit. I'm sure the people who receive these items will treasure them greatly. Is there something you need? I've got this box of trinkets for you. Ah, so Malachite sent you. He was very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsake, he stressed I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I see why some would say no, but I couldn't do that. Not when it's something that belonged to my parents, who I understand now I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. That's always been the case. But now, I find myself wondering about this and that. Like, how much longer can I afford to muck around with my brothers? But I won't bore you with my ramblings. Thanks for bringing me the keepsake, and give my regards to Malachite. Blah, tongue twister. Not really a tongue twister, but... Hello, brooding citizen. What is it? If you're trying to sell me something, I'm not interested. Oh, you brought the keepsake. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this, hoping that it might help me remember. But no such luck, it seems. The owner is dead, and they'll never become one of these endless Queen Sphene tell us about. It's a sad thought. Even so, I'm not sure I want to become endless myself. If they're made by putting your memories into a new body made of aether, doesn't that mean you yourself still have to die first? The thought of not having to worry about souls was appealing, so I was happy to receive a neo-regulator, but I've only had doubts since then. If Queen Sphene herself recommends it, I want to believe that all will be well, but still... Sorry, I need to clear my head. Oh, hello. Do I know you? Ah, so this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I've been wavering as to whether or not I should accept it. I mean, it belonged to someone that died. It's got me thinking about what we did to Tuliolal. I didn't even know we'd killed so many of their people, not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Wuk Lamat would never do that. She and everyone in Tuliolal know that my father was to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you speak ill. I didn't mean to make you speak ill of your father. It's just, I can't stop worrying about death, and hearing that they're running out of neo-regulators makes it worse. I don't know what to do anymore. That's everyone on TrueView. Let's go to the Neon Stein.
Not before I go down to this little area down here, please. I want to hear what Sphene has to say.
Oh, both of you have something to say. So you can purchase beverages from these machines? That's wonderful. I've always believed that technology should be developed for the benefit of the people. Genote's favorite energy tonic is a special formula, not like the ones they sell here. I wanted to try one, but Shayla wouldn't let me. You're too young, kid. I know quest completion over there, but I want to see if Galuja had something at this square. The people around TrueView seemed scary at first, but most of them are really kind. When I see someone passed out on the street now, I worry if they'll be alright. Nice ride. Fun future cars. All of them look better than the Cybertruck. Huh? Are you talking to me? Oh, right, this. I can't say it stirs any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. You know, you look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? Ah, I remember now. It was at the infusion station in the government sector, and it wasn't my finest moment, as you might recall. I recall nothing! That was too long ago! You're the Arcadian fighter who was desperate for souls. You're the one who yelled at Sphene to her face. Are you sure we've met before? You are the Arcadian fighter who was desperate for souls. That's right. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as we're meeting properly now, the name's Lythander. I used to fight in the Arcadion, but not anymore. I took Queen Sphene's words to heart and found a new job, one where I can put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people were badly hurt when the mechanical soldiers malfunctioned, and I've been assisting with their rehabilitation. It's not something I ever imagined myself doing, but here we are. Not many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing. Heh, thanks. It's encouraging to hear that. There's this fellow who has to learn to walk all over again. Becoming endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to overcome them the hard way, with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents, a sturdy thing that survived the arena, and I need to take better care of it. I'm the only blue-scaled Hubigo besides my father. Lamichi once told me that. I don't know how my father felt about it, and there are times when it hurts to think about the things we share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an Endless, I would never throw away this body. Most people would find it hard to do so, I imagine. Just the thought makes me feel uncomfortable about the whole becoming Endless affair. But I need to get back to work. It was nice talking to you, and thanks for the delivery.
So long now.
I never remember which of these to take for my class. Bum, 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 bum. I'm glad I'm the way I am. It's my parents' gift to me, and how I was able to learn more about them and about myself. I believe that takes care of the deliveries. Thank you for taking charge, Bardem. From what I've seen and heard, 'tis plain the people held their queen in high regard, and the simulant has exploited their love and admiration to win over so very many. Come, let us report to Malachite. He should be back at the north of the recreation zone. And that's back up there. Done with your deliveries? We've just gotten back ourselves. Those we spoke with all harbored anxiety towards death. 'Tis hardly an unnatural sentiment to have, and yet... Malachite seems to be doing better. Thank you for your assistance. With this, every delivery I had planned for today is accounted for. The reactions I received were mixed. While some were glad, others decided they did not want the items after all. How was your experience? Everyone accepted the items, but they all felt differently about them. One person couldn't remember the keepsake's owner, and another couldn't stop worrying about their own death. I see. It's difficult indeed to predict how people may behave when confronted with reminders of loss. Of late, I've come to believe that we are each of us the sum of the moments we've shared with our loved ones. And when they passed away, and we lost our memories of these people, we lost a part of ourselves. It's a thought that saddens me to no end. If our memories of the departed are no longer to be entrusted to the cloud, I wish that those already taken could be returned to us. Well, my friends, I must resume my formal duties. My thanks again for your aid. Ah, beautiful music. Just listen to it for a minute. I love it. Malachite speaks true. Our memories are what define us. They form the path we walked to be where we are. My endless self, I expect, was much alike to me in the beginning. But I cannot become like her, no more than she could become like me. For once our paths diverged, so too did our lives and experiences. That's true. Even if we start from the same place, we all have different journeys. At some point, things like our goals and our ways of thinking are bound to change. The Endless Fiend was one possibility, a version of myself who made choices I want to believe I never would. I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact I did, though. Huh? Is that? There she is. Ah, she is creepy. The simulant. Come with me, and you'll be... She was looking straight at us. If I didn't know better, I'd say she wanted us to follow her. I have a bad feeling about this. We might not have another chance to figure out what she's up to. We're going after her, right? Of course. Oh, wrong way. That was my first time seeing the simulant. Though she was smiling, something about her scared me. 'Tis a strange feeling, pursuing one's spitting image. Where does she want us to go, I wonder? The simulant headed into the street over there. The neon stein is that way. Let's hurry. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, ba, boom, ba, dome. Did we lose her? I don't like this. What is she up to? Let's find out.
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
Huh?
Are you alright?
So she didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
I know that voice. You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you. We left something in your keeping, the key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
Not on your life.
Is that so? What a shame. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
All is for the sake of his experiments. Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it, and sure enough, she did just that. I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry. Alas, we are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew. And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Damn you!
What is the objective of these experiments? Oh, I meant to read both those. What is the objective of these experiments?
You're speaking to me. Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution. Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict. All the while, death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
You know him?
The young genius who had mastered electrode technology. He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation and devoted himself to developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people. Calyx, you always had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now. But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
Woo, baby. I love a good twist. What a cruel thing to say to Sphene. Are you alright, Barnum? Forgive me. I was once able to use healing spells, but my long slumber appears to have sapped my magical reserves. It's frustrating to be so powerless, but perhaps I must accept my newfound limitations. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here, leave this stream here. I've noticed, surprisingly, the number of viewers has been fluctuating, so if there are people here, thank you for joining. It's nice having some people here to watch. I like playing games. I've been experimenting with games. I'm probably going to do a lot more Final Fantasy. I've got a Discord down in the Twitch panels. I literally just made it a couple days ago. There's no one in there. I don't know anything about Discord. Well, I do, but... anyways. Thank you for watching. I'm going to do a little YouTube... No, I'm going to stop streaming and then do a YouTube outro. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to edit and put this up on YouTube. But I think I might. Just, it's good story stuff. that people might want to watch. So see you all later.